Yo, welcome to Sprawl and Brawl episode number 59. We're here every Thursday night, and by we, I mean me right here, well, Matt. That's me. I'm on the screen right now, and Steiner's over there. He's kind of on the screen. His XSplit's been mistreating him this week, so I know you're faking it. So there you go. Yes, he was faking that he was muted. Great joke. I almost fell for it.
I don't know why my XSplit's doing that.
I almost fell for that. It's crazy. And I just went to the dark screen for some reason. The cameras are freaking out now. Oh no, Steiner's going dark. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Whew. Panicked for a second there.
Nope.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So I think Skype is taking my image as
yes, that's 4:3. Yes, that is.
4:3.
But don't worry about it, because most of the time you're only 360p in the stream anyways.
Yeah.
So you end up looking the same. So it doesn't matter. So
fuck you, Microsoft. Fuck you.
And Mr. Skype, wherever you are now, you fucker, taking their money. Oh, I hate you too. You'd be so much better for not taking their money. You could have been something, Skype. All right.
You could have been a contender. You could have been somebody.
You could have went on Dana White's show and went into the UFC, maybe.
Haha, that would have been fun.
Mr. Skype versus Mr. Microsoft.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting a little off topic.
Leading up to a fight with Mr. Sony in the finals. Mr. Sony, I heard it was a tough battle in the prelims versus Mr. Nintendo. Gave him big battle, but then they went online and he couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep up. All right. It has nothing to do with MMA, which is what this show's about. Kind of, sometimes. You can go to megascorcher.com. Go check out all the episodes. They're there right now. And you can go wherever podcasts are available. You can also find all the episodes there. And we air live on YouTube, Mixer, Ustream, Smashcast, and another one. And
Beam?
No, Mixer. That's
Beam,
Mixer.
Yeah, Mixer.
Twitch.
Oh.
Twitch.
Man.
Hey, it's Twitch. Hello. We barely play video games here now, but we're still here. They allow that stuff now. Remember, there was a day
you had to be
didn't
on
play video
Justin.
games. Oh, go away, guys. No, even after Justin was still just video games. But now it's no nipples. No nipples, people. We don't want that. Okay, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
No nipples here.
Well, there's a couple other weird rules on that, isn't there?
I have no idea. Twitch is, since Amazon has bought it, there's some weirdness with it. It's nice though. Like I do honestly think that it has gotten better over this year especially. 2017 has been a pretty good year for Twitch, I find, because I used to get buffering on Twitch sometimes, but now they like transcode everything. They have like a bazillion feeds for everything. It's pretty nice. They even do. So here's something they do over YouTube is if let's say the feed is 1080p 60 or 1080p 60. They also transcode it to 720p 60 and 720p 30. So if you have a shitty computer that can't really do 60 frames that well, you can just go to the good old 30 and be okay, which is nice. I can do 60 fine, but if you ever get problems like that, it's nice because that's why I wanted transcoding, because a lot of people, they have either a shit computer or a shit internet connection and they can't do the 1080p or the 720p. You just can't do it. All right, so that's what Twitch does better than YouTube. Let's go on to the main news of the week. There's only real one thing that happened this week. You know what it is. Everybody knows what it is. John Jones and DC, they fought.
That's news.
Yeah, of course. The results is news.
Yeah,
that's the news.
I'm just fucking with you.
All right, so that was the main event. And boy, what a main event. The whole card was really good, though. The pay-per-view was all right, except for that one fight. Tyron Woodley and Damon Maya. Not so good.
I didn't have an issue so much with that.
Well, it wasn't entertaining, is what you can say about that fight.
I do kind of agree with Dana White on the bullshit that he was talking of that he likely could have finished him pretty easily.
Well, so it came out that Tyrone's right elbow was fucked. One of his elbows was fucked.
Okay,
so
I didn't
he
hear
couldn't
anything
really
about
punch.
that.
He said it after the fight, so you kind of don't want to say that shit before a fight.
No, I get that.
Target.
But
just fuck up his elbow. John Jones is very good at doing that, although he was not fighting John Jones.
no.
But I didn't even take John Jones' notes because I know the fight. It was pretty good. The first round pretty much went to Cormier. I thought he landed the most significant shot in the first round. John Jones' mouthpiece went fucking flying across the goddamn cage.
Yeah, but you're taking 2 reasonable shots versus like 22 good shots. Jones significantly outstruck him
in the first.
Yep.
I don't think he landed all that clean though in the first. In the second, yes.
Jones was I would
starting.
say Cormier had a better chance of winning the second round over the first round.
I don't know if you go by damage. I think both the first and the second were close. If you just go by damage.
I wouldn't disagree so much with that, but like I would have given both rounds to Jones.
Me too, but I could see my bias, and I would be like, I would not be surprised if DC won either one of those, because I'm pretty John Jones heavy. But then John Jones in the third round, bam! Head kick to the freaking. Was it in the temple? It was pretty good. It was to the side of the head.
It may have been just right in the face. Pretty much, because the way Cormier he ducked down and just took it.
Oh yeah, yes. It was kind of more to the side of the face, though.
Yeah. Like it would have been like it wasn't right in the face. It was like, and then again, like Jones has such lanky joint. It probably was hitting him in the back of the head too. His foot probably smacked him in the side.
And honestly, what DC did is not a bad move. It's just DC.
Well,
it's just Jones knew. Well,
Yeah,
it's predictable, but that's the thing. John Jones and his team. Knew to do that.
Pick that up, yeah.
But in terms of if you don't know that he does that, it's a pretty good defense. Like, you know that he's going to do something there. It's probably going to go to the body. Whoops! It's in my face.
Yeah.
And John Jones, it just has super long limbs that sometimes you just don't know where the fuck that thing is going to go.
Didn't look like it was that hard of a kick. It just landed so like cleanly and
then
it was going towards it. As it hit, and it just
he fell over, and then he tried getting back up, and then John Jones tripped him, and then he fell halfway across the fucking cage. Oh, that was a good ending. A lot of people say that he got punched too much. At the end.
It went on a little too long.
Maybe 1 or 2. He was punches, but
he was not getting.
Oh no, he was done for sure. But I don't know if it was that late.
I would say 3 or 4 punches, which isn't huge, but is something.
Mm-hmm. And he was doing it to DC as well, so he was probably just factoring that in too, because it's a Big John. It's not somebody that does this normally, wasn't he the ref for freaking Lesnar and why am I blanking on his name? Bald dude. He doesn't fight anymore. God damn it. He almost beat him in the first round. He was on Tough against Big Country. Oh, man. What's his name?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was on Tough with Big Country.
Lesnar?
No.
No, I know. The guy who fought Lesnar.
Yeah, the dude who fought Lesnar was on Tough with Big Country. As coaches.
Oh, as a coach.
Yeah. That was the season that Dana just wanted to embarrass him, and then, he made Big Country run against him. Fuck, what's his name? But anyways, that dude.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
Anyways, I don't even remember why I brought him up in the first place now. Spent so much time trying to remember who that guy is. Anyways, that main event. Oh yeah, that's right. Big John. He reffed that fight. Do you know who I'm talking about, though? No?
No,
Lesnar
I have
fought
no
him?
idea.
Man, I'm just going to look up fucking Lesnar now, then. God damn it. Might as well do it. Wasted so much time doing this already. Fights. Oh my god, Brock Lesnar's fucking Wikipedia page is huge. All right. Shane Carwin. Oh, Shane Carwin.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Okay, I thought when you said Big Country, you meant when he was on the show, not the coach of the
They
show.
were both coaches.
Okay, yeah, that I didn't. Okay, yeah, I had Shane Carwin, and that's who I thought you were talking.
Yeah. Okay, so
said that. And
so Big John let fucking Shane Carwin take a goddamn beating before he stopped that fight. Same with Brock too. They both took a goddamn beating in that fight before.
No, Carwin tapped out.
Okay, so he let Lesnar take a goddamn beating then in the first round.
Yes, in the first round, Lesnar took a massive beating in it.
Yes.
Carwin blew his load.
And I'm pretty sure that was ref by Big John. I'm pretty sure.
That I don't know.
Big John's done that a few times. Not often, but I want to say he was the ref for Frank Mir too? I don't remember.
For which Frank Mir?
Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar too. Frank Mir took a lot of punches before they ended that too. Because he was just on the ground and he wouldn't do shit. He was just like getting punched in the face over and over. It was, okay, yeah, this should be done now because Frank Mir's not doing shit. There's just like 5 or 6 punches right to the face. Anyways, let's talk about the rest of the card. Want to talk about the co-main, I suppose?
Sure.
Just do this card backwards. Woodley and Maya.
It won the least number of strikes ever thrown in a 5-round welterweight fight.
A championship fight. Or was it welterweight in general?
Welterweight 5-round.
Okay, yeah, so championship fight.
Yeah. Well, it could be like you could have a main event that's 5 rounds.
Yeah, I suppose so. It wasn't a great fight to watch, that's for sure. That's all. That's mainly what I can say about it, because Damian Maia went for 26 takedown attempts and he didn't get any of them, not a single one. And the rest of the fight was Tyron Woodley. He landed a very, very devastating shot at the very beginning.
Yeah,
when Tyron Woodley was going,
his face.
Yeah, he fucked up his face really good. But that's about it. He didn't really do much else after that. And it was 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Look, I can't say that I was uninterested watching it, but it wasn't entertaining for sure.
Right.
That's for sure. Like that's not even debatable. It was just two dudes just standing there. One dude was trying to take him down occasionally. The other dude was defending it the whole time.
But yeah, like Maya did not go about it the right way. Like Cruz was going on about like he needs to be driving through these takedowns, not just dropping.
He was too tired by that point too.
He was even doing that in the second round though. Like he can't be if he was too tired, then he really shouldn't have had the fight to begin with. Like
the only way you're going to be able to take down Tyrone is if you're a super strong wrestler dude, and even then, I don't know about that. And you're going to have to be like some weird BJJ dude that does some weird thing, but you can't do weird shit in MMA because you're going to get kicked somewhere or punched in the face somehow.
But yeah, like Maya just like kept going for single legs and just like grabbing it and holding on to it, and then Tyrone just pull his fucking leg out.
Yep. I feel like I've seen a fight like this before. I just don't remember who.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Where it was a lot of takedowns and none of them really worked. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I'm sure that's happened before.
Trying to remember, but I'm trying to think of maybe it was a Woodley fight too. Anyways, whatever. This fight sucked.
Yeah.
It was the only shitty fight on the card, though.
Wow.
The women's featherweight was whatever. It was what you were expecting it to be. But honestly, I thought Tanya did better than I was expecting her to do. She lasted 3 rounds. Well, 2 rounds. 2 rounds.
Yeah, 2 full rounds. I think Cyborg just took it easy on her.
I suppose so.
I'm pretty sure she could have thrown that knee before that point. Like, she could have... Like, I guess she respected her maybe a little too much to then not just throw that in the first 5 minutes, like within the first 5 minutes.
Kat Zingano after the fight said, "I've seen a lot of holds and I think I can beat her now." Like, what? I don't think you can beat her. I don't think so.
Yeah, Kat is not. No.
So, yeah.
You're not a good enough fighter.
The fight was whatever. Tanya looked out of shape too.
Yes, she always does. So I don't.
Yes, but she was even bigger now
Yeah,
because of the weight. She didn't have to worry about the weight cut really.
which is bullshit. You should then be doing other things. But yeah, that's
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna
where
debate
she
that.
actually is within her professional career of.
Oh well, she's at the
I
tail
don't
end
have
for
to.
sure.
I don't have to care so much about the weight cut. Okay, I'm just gonna eat whatever the fuck I want.
Well, she's still signed for multiple fights, so she's gonna be in the UFC now, just at 135. Woo!
Yeah, she's not going to do very well at 135.
Depends
That's
who
the issue she had before. Is that again? I remember like she was there before, was she not? And she just
In the UFC?
yeah.
I'm
just
think
checking.
so. I don't think so. No, she's been in the Invicta forever.
No, okay. No, she was also in Titan Fighting Championship.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, 2011, and Elite XC Uprising are the only ones
That
that
was a super long time ago.
Yeah. And she lost all of them quite horribly.
She fought against Gina Carano and lost. Cool. She was also on Show XC. She beat Julie Kedzie. See, I don't like Julie Kedzie, so good. Yeah, suck it, Julie Kedzie. I don't like you on Invicta either. So, there you go. Should get somebody better on the commentary team. Hey, here's a good fight though. Robbie Lawler versus Donald Cerrone. It was very close. It was very, very, very close.
Well, the thing is, like the first round was like 100% Lawler, and the second round was 100% Cowboy.
Yeah, for sure. So it was going into the third round.
I am very surprised Cowboy was able to get out of that first round. Like, just by the way Lawler just like fucking went apeshit on him.
Well, Lawler looked terrible in the second after, though.
Well, he didn't look terrible.
Well,
he just was buying time to recuperate.
I'm surprised that none of them got KO'd by the time the second was done.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, this fight's not ending for sure now. Because they fucking gave it everything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this fight was amazing. And the third round, they were both tired. I would say that Cerrone maybe looked a little bit better visually, but Robbie was throwing more and landing more of the significant strikes, I think. In the third, anyways. I think Robbie Lawler won for sure. A lot of people were booing. I honestly, if it went either way, I would have been like, okay, cool.
I had it, 2-1 Lawler.
Me too, but if it would have been Cerrone, I would have just been like, yeah.
Significant strikes are actually pretty close. Cerrone won in the number of significant strikes landed.
Dang.
It was 31-38, but I would agree that the Lawler strikes were more significant, like that they were doing more damage. That
That's the thing about Cerrone. Cerrone, when he gets hit, it looks like he gets hit. Like he gets hit and he like bobs his head and he's like, okay, I'm getting out of here. And it's like, whoa, okay. He makes it look like he's in danger.
And then again, Lawler was dictating the pace. He was one pushing forward in the third round. So
yeah, it was awesome.
But yeah, the second round was like crazy
for everybody.
For
everybody that boos for any other fight that is always going to the ground and shit. Well, this is what you wanted.
Yeah,
just two dudes standing up and going at it. Didn't Robbie go for a takedown in the second? But it didn't really work, or I forget.
Cerrone took Lawler down in the first and then did nothing with it.
Okay, oh yeah, Robbie Lawler got up right away. That's right.
No, he was on top of him for a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
But he just wasn't able to do anything with it. Like, he was doing a little like whatever, but didn't actually.
There's a few fights that I did not take any notes on because they were just so goddamn great. I would have just had like a bazillion notes saying, "Oh, he got hit and he got punched again. Oh, goddamn, he went down."
The Manoa fight. You want to go on to that one?
Oh yeah, well yeah, of course.
What the flying fuck?
I don't know, Manoa.
He came in, got an uppercut, and it was over. Yep. Like it should have been over after like the second shot, but it went on for another 10, and shit.
Yeah, so Ozmir landed the right uppercut in the clinch.
Yep.
Yeah. And Vulcan shoved him off, and Manuel fell down. And then he actually hit the back of his head too when he got shoved down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should have probably been over when he was on the ground right away. But whatever, who cares?
Now, they were talking that he might be getting the next title shot.
I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I think you give it to blonde Swedish dude. Why am I blinking on his name? Gustafsson, yeah. Is he Finnish? Oh, what the hell! Now I'm totally racist because Finnish and the Swedish might as well be the same people. Sweden. I'm just gonna look this up.
Well, yeah, he's Sweden. He's
Swedish.
He's Sweden.
Man, they're pretty close to each other. So sorry, guys. I would visit both your countries. They both seem cool. Don't go to North Finland because it's always super cold up there.
So Gustafsson just knocked out Teixeira.
Oh yeah, I think you give it to Gustafsson if anybody, for sure. If that's the next fight, I think you go Gustafsson. Or what if you do Ozdemir versus Gustafsson?
This Gustafsson, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, but it depends how fast Jones wants to come back because he called out Brock Lesnar after the fight.
Yes. The thing is, like, after that, like, he horribly KO'd Cormier, and Cormier was fucking people up.
Did you watch the footage of him after the fight at DC?
But him freaking out that he thought it was stopped too early, or him crying because
no. So you can actually watch him the whole time up until they raised John Jones's hand.
Well, he was out in the back, and Dana White was yelling at him and shit because he thought it was bullshit.
No. So he was raised up to a stool, and then he stood up, and then he started pacing around the cage with people trying to like stop him from walking around. But it's weird. There was like, you would think that maybe a trainer would be with him, right, or something, like somebody to console him. But no trainers there. It was just like commissioned people trying to like stop him, and then he tried to like go out of the cage. And when he tried to go out of the cage, he all like jumped him. They're like, whoa, you can't do this. And then that's when Dana White came in and was like, yeah, you got knocked out or whatever.
Well, he still didn't believe Dana. When Dana told him
but when Dana talked to him, he calmed down. Like he still didn't believe it, but he was way more calm.
The thing someone ended up saying is Cormier responded like going, "Why is Dana yelling at me? What's going on?" Like he was just so out of it.
He talked with Dana for a while too. That's what Dana is the one that calmed him down ultimately.
Well, the thing, what really calmed him down was he saw the replay and saw how fucked up he got. That's when he started crying, going, "Yeah, okay, I lost," and started.
Sure, but I didn't even when John Jones got his hand raised. You didn't see DC there, but no, he did actually walk up to right next to Big John. Like he was right next to Big John,
and then he walked away.
Yeah,
because he thought it was stopped too early, and he was pissed off at Big John.
But he shoved him before he rose his hand. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he was freaking out before.
Yeah, no, he was freaking out the whole time because he didn't think that it should have been stopped. He
for sure. The one time that he did calm down a little bit was with the talk with Dana White, though, because dude, before Dana White, like he was gonna he was almost gonna leave the cage, and he could have fucked himself up even more.
Yeah, well, I know he was so out of it that he really should have been just fucking sitting down.
Yep, he should have. But yeah, I feel like they should probably get a trainer in there.
Yeah, no, they definitely should.
Probably listen more to those guys than anybody else. All right, that's the main card that happened. It was pretty good. And then the prelim main event was Ricardo Lamas versus Jason Knight.
Which, there was another, it was a 3 versus 12 or something like that. Like in standings. Lamas being much higher, and then it just did not work out very well for Jason Knight. He did get clipped, which, there's a reason why he got clipped, because Lamas is a good fucking fighter, but...
Yeah, no, it was super one-sided. The first round was the closest round, and even then it was mostly
it was
Lamas.
only one round.
Yeah.
He was knocked out in the first round.
Well, it was still the closest round. That was the round that Knight actually did land a few punches that actually did some stuff.
It was the only round.
Oh, yeah. Was it? Well, there you go.
Yes, it was round 1. He was knocked out with 26 seconds left.
finished with that ground and pound. All right. It says only punches on Wikipedia, but I'm pretty sure he did some elbows on the ground too.
Probably.
All right. Then it was Brian Ortega versus Renato Macano? Sure.
What?
Oh, no, sorry. Aljamain Sterling and Hanan Barao. This fight was all right. Sterling, though, he dominated, I thought. One judge gave it 29-28.
Yeah, after the first round, it was just all Sterling.
Yeah.
So I don't fully remember what happened. Like if Barao was tired, if he got punched in the fucking face too hard, and he kind of just went stupid.
Well, Aljamain is very powerful for his weight class at 135, which they were fighting at 140 this time. But Aljamain, he's kind of like a mini John Jones. Like he's got long limbs and he's pretty fucking strong too.
Mm.
So, as long as who does he train with? What's his team? I have no idea. Let me look this up.
I want to say it's something like Lozon, or not Lozon, sorry, Longo and.
Oh yeah, it is Sarah Longo. Okay. That's all right. He's got an RIP.
Yeah, fucking hell yeah.
Yeah. It's not I wouldn't say it's the really best team, but it's a pretty awesome team.
Good team, yeah.
Yeah. And then it was Brian Ortega and Renato Macano, whatever the hell his name is. Decided with a submission rear naked choke in the third. It was awesome though. They boxed for the majority of the fight until it got to the rear naked choke. To be honest, Brian Ortega should have gone for the choke the whole fight because the second it went to the ground. It was Renato that actually initiated the takedown, and he got guillotined when he got the takedown. So
which is what his specialty is.
Mm-hmm.
Ortega is just stupidly good at that, apparently, and I think the last 5 fights he's fought, it was all third round finishes or something like that.
Let's see, I'm gonna look that up.
No, last four. And they're all UFC fights. Third round finish, TKO. Third round finish, submission. Third round TKO. Third round submission.
Yeah, it was a triangle choke and a guillotine choke. Yeah, no, this was a good fight. I loved the whole fight. It was really close up until close. I don't know. The second round wasn't close. The second round wasn't close.
Ortega definitely was bobbing and weaving and moving much better.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ortega.
Yeah, okay. Brian Ortega. It's a cool name.
He definitely looked really good.
Yes, definitely for sure. And the thing about the first round is they were fighting more of Renato's style. And they were real up close and just fucking exchanging.
Recall, I guess Ortega was more picking his shots, so the significant strikes are really one-sided to the other side, but what I remember is Marcarano, his face just exploded in the first round somewhere, so it was just every time he got shot, it was just blood going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Ortega was using a jab really well, and it just made it look, I guess, much more lopsided than it was in the number of strikes. Because Ortega was getting hit, but he just didn't look like he was hit. His face just looked fine.
Well, nothing was really connecting that smooth. So.
Yes. Because of the bobbing and everything.
Yeah. And then the preliminary first fight was Calvin Kattar. He defeated Andre Fili pretty easily. I was surprised. Fili just shut down. He wasn't really doing anything the whole fight. The first round was a lot of feeling out. They were just kind of dancing around each other. But then Kattar just started landing a lot, and that was the gist of the fight. Fili I love Fili. He just didn't really do anything the whole fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good fight. It just Fili was out. He was clearly losing the whole fight. It could have even been 30-26 at one point if you wanted to even call it that. But no, 30-27. It's a good score too. And the Fight Pass card, Drew Dober defeated Josh Berkman very quick in the first round, 3 minutes, KO punches. Josh Berkman did not look very good in this fight. That's what I can say about it. Did you watch any of these?
I saw the women's fight.
All right.
Well, and then I guess I saw the Brooks and...
Yeah, the flyweight fight. Shelton versus Jared Brooks. Brooks looked like the dude that was moving on his feet better the whole fight. Like even in the third, he was bobbing and weaving the whole time. There was a few knees that led to a trip though by Brooks, and Brooks got under the chin and mount from it. So these guys were just so fucking quick. It was kind of hard to get notes sometimes because their transitions and stuff were just fucking all over the place. They were on their feet and then all of a sudden they were in a fucking guillotine choke from the mount. Fucking, it was crazy. This fight was pretty good the first round, and then the second round is very similar. Brooks slowed down a little bit, but still it didn't really matter because he was still fucking moving fast. A lot of fading and bobbing and weaving. Brooks got taken down during a kick, but again he ended up getting the choke opportunity. So he got taken down, but then he got the choke opportunity anyway. So anytime that it got to the ground, like Brooks still had the advantage. So Shelton didn't look bad, but Brooks just seemed to have his number the whole fight. And then I think Shelton won with a choke. Oh no, it was a decision. Yeah, but there was a choke at one of the ends of the rounds. It might have been the third. I don't remember. But there's a lot of choke opportunities in this fight as a whole. But he never got it. Kept slipping out every time. And then the ladies' fight was actually pretty good. This Russian girl, what's her name? Alexandra Albu.
Yeah.
Versus Kaylin Curran.
I did not agree with the decision at all.
What? Really?
Albu's face was fucked up.
Oh yeah, but Albu was still fucking landing the whole time, and she was still doing great. Dude, she was powerful as fuck, just flipping her all over the place.
Yes.
Oh my god. But she needs work on her technical skills.
Yes.
But my god, holy shit, she's powerful as fuck.
But again, like you look at the ground control time and the significant strikes and the damage, it just did not make sense that Albu won. Like,
at the time, I remember being pretty impressed with Albu, so I might have been swayed along with the judges.
Like the first round and the second round, like Curran had half the round in control.
No, hey, so, I'm not going to argue. Albu definitely got fucked up. She got punched a lot.
So I just don't know how the judges are fucking judging that, but it just did not make any sense because it was...
Because it's Russia, man. Trump's involved. I'm telling you. Think about it. Dana White and Trump, man, they go way back. Back.
Too bad it's California, and California hates Trump, but sure.
Well, it's still Russia, and Dana still has that connection.
What?
You know, he could go to the judges.
Dana would have no connection with the judges.
Well, I don't know. Which judge is it? Is it Douglas Crosby? Because that guy's an asshat and could be persuaded to do some shit. I don't get why he's still a judge. I fucking honestly don't get it. I fucking don't get it. Give me his job. I won't go on any MMA fighters podcasts. Give me his job. I'll judge some fucking fights, and I will never, ever talk about MMA ever again publicly. Ever. Ever. I'll just watch it for free. And judge? It's amazing. It's sweet. And I kind of know a little bit about it. Just a little bit. But anyways, I don't get how he's still a fucking judge. I don't get it. Anyways, as far as the numbers go, UFC 214, the prelims averaged 886,000 viewers. That's kind of low, but it was on FXX. It was not on even FX. It wasn't even on. It wasn't on Fox Sports 1 because there was baseball.
Okay.
And then it wasn't even on regular FX. It was on the other FX, which is FXX, whatever.
Those numbers would probably be pretty high then. Technically, like
Well, Fox Sports 1.
Comparative.
Fox Sports 1 aired the baseball game, and I think it did 280,000, which is way lower than the UFC. But that's baseball. Baseball doesn't really do good unless it's the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would have gotten well over 1 million average views if they had the UFC on, quite likely on
probably for sure, at least 1 million, because it's a regular channel. I bet a lot of people accidentally watched the baseball for a little bit. So it's only the third best pay-per-view in terms of prelim numbers of the year, but a lot of people Googled it at the time, which is an indicator of how the pay-per-view will do. So a lot of people are predicting that the pay-per-view is actually going to do 1 million at least.
Okay.
So we'll see if that is true, but that doesn't really happen too often, that the prelims are lower than the pay-per-view. Usually the prelims are higher nowadays.
But if you're on freaking FXX, man, that's kind of weird.
So the prelims peaked during Aljamain Sterling and Renan Barão actually at 1.072 million. Because the actual main event was short.
Right.
So
it was
Ricardo Lamas just took care of business.
Yeah, pretty much.
So but all the viewers they could have gained in the last little bit of that show, they did not. They don't want to listen to Joe talk about UFC 214 is going to be amazing. I'm here with Dana White. What do you think, Dana White? Well, I think that this event is also pretty cool, Joe. No shit.
You got these two guys that absolutely hate each other, and they want to beat the crap out of each other, and we get to watch. It's freaking amazing.
I'm Dana White, the UFC president. I'm not biased at all.
Jiu-Jitsu and Tyron Woodley, who knocked out Robbie Lawler, and it's gonna be awesome. But it wasn't.
I'm totally on Alpha Brain right now. I'm not getting high. It's just Alpha Brain. It's from my memory. I totally remember everything. Joe Rogan. Alpha Brain. Go get it. What's that? I don't even remember what that website is. Go get it. Alpha Brain. Just look it up. Google. It gives you all these nutrients for your brain. Just get fucking fish oil or some bullshit. That's going to do similar things too.
Fish oil wouldn't do anything for your brain.
What's the oil that does things for your brain?
It wouldn't be an oil. Are
you sure? Pretty sure.
Fish oil and stuff is for your blood in general.
Okay, so omega-3s is for your blood then.
Yeah.
All right.
And it helps your digestive system and all sorts of crap like that. So omega-6s that are the good ones.
Okay. I don't know a lot about that stuff. I just eat food and hope that I get everything. I should probably go to a doctor and go look up what I need. You're like super deficient B12. Okay, sure, I'll take B12. I don't care. I'll just take whatever you tell me.
You don't want to take supplements. You want to actually eat it from food.
That's overrated. Screw that. I also watched
liver and kidneys.
I also watched Lion Fight 37 on Friday, which is Muay Thai. So it's all stand up, clenching. Everything's allowed in the stand up. That's all it is. And then the second it goes to the ground.
Butt raping's allowed?
No, because that's on the ground. For the most part, that's on the ground. If the butt raping happens standing up, maybe it's allowed. Because you can clinch and all that, so maybe you can.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Get him up against the ropes.
The main event was awesome and ended with a KO. A few fights ended with KOs. No, sorry. The main event went the whole... was it three rounds? I forget how it works. It went to decision. It was a pretty good fight. The whole fight card was sweet. I did not write anything down, but whatever. It's Muay Thai. It's not super important. I also watched EBI 14, I think is what it was. And it was all ladies. And they also had a tournament of 4 women, and it was called Combat Jiu-Jitsu, which allows slaps. Like what they did with that one tournament the last time with the guys. And it ended up with what's their first name? Something Haga versus Montenegro, and they fought in Invicta, and that was a fight where Haga fucking got a guillotine choke at the end, and she was passed out at the end of the 3rd round, and then they still went to decision, and Montenegro won. And actually, well, Haga tapped her out this time again. So technically, she should have gotten 2 wins, one in MMA and one in Jiu-Jitsu. But now she's got the win back in Jiu-Jitsu. They didn't really slap all that much. There was like only one real girl that took advantage of the slaps.
Just straight
like,
out.
Oh yeah. Well, it's open palm strikes. So
just big bitch slap. Stand right in the middle of the ring.
Well, Boss Rutan style is just I'm gonna just palm you in the fucking face. They could do that too. The guys did it pretty well the last event that they had, the open palm strikes. It was fucking awesome. I love that event, and I just wish that the girls did it more. But I guess they just wanted to do the jiu-jitsu stuff more. It was still good though. One girl did do the slaps, and I was like, yeah, fuck yes. Oh, that's awesome. EBI, it's always a good time if you have UFC Fight Pass. And then they also had the Tuesday Night Contender Series. The main event ended with a KO head kick, which looked pretty good. The guy was kind of running away during the head kick was happening. So like he was like turning away, and a foot somehow ended up in his face, and then just ended up face down. And that was the end of the fight. It was pretty good. As far as the main events go. So Julian Marquez got a contract, and then Kyler Phillips in the bantamweight got a TKO elbows and punches over James Gray, and he also got a contract. So those are the 2 contracts given out. That was in the first round, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. The other fights were okay. They were not that great, so it's a good thing that the 2 last fights turned out to be all right. And let's go to some news now. Floyd was on Instagram, and here's his quote. He said, "Don't believe what you hear in the media. Don't believe what you hear on blog sites. It's not coming from me directly. Then it's true. I'm telling Conor McGregor, let's fight with 8-ounce gloves." And that's pretty much the gist of the quote there, is that maybe they'll fight with 8-ounce gloves instead of the 10 ounces.
Yeah.
Which would help McGregor. For sure. That would for sure help McGregor.
All in all, it does have benefits for both of them, but more so I think for McGregor, yeah.
Well, just in terms of blocking alone,
yeah,
it helps McGregor. So,
but also it's less to get out of the way of.
I suppose so.
Mayweather,
but it's less to get through.
Correct. If you're hitting cleanly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just if McGregor can establish some sort of jab, opposed to just trying to knock him the fuck out.
This is in Vegas, so it's going to be the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They're looking into it right now. So McGregor already said, "I don't give a fuck what the size gloves are, so you can do it. You can make it whatever the fuck you want. I don't care."
Well, UFC's 4?
4, yes, it's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, at 8, you're getting pretty small.
Yeah, that's double that glove, which is pretty small in terms of boxing gloves. Because do they have a 6-ounce glove? I want to say they have a 6-ounce glove because boxing gets pretty low in terms of weight. Like they do some MMA stuff too with their flyweights. I think it's the same weight actually. I don't remember. Anyways, boxing. Floyd Mayweather also implied on the next Showtime All Access that he is going to make $300 million or more. I don't know if I entirely believe that, but I don't know how his Showtime deal is structured.
I don't. Well, it comes down to
pay-per-view buys, but I'm sure there's more to it than just pay-per-view buys. Maybe his deal increased over time. Like I have no idea how his deal worked.
Well, because he's supposed to be getting 140.
Well, because he makes guaranteed money no matter what. So, like, let's say the pay-per-view doesn't sell at all, Showtime pays him a guaranteed
of
amount.
like 140.
So, that's a lot if the fight sucks and doesn't sell.
Yeah. And I think the fight is gonna suck.
Oh no! Well, this fight is gonna sell, but no, his last fight, like Floyd Mayweather's last fight, probably was not worth 140 million. Before this one, the 49th fight was probably not worth the $140 he made. I would have to guess, man. Nobody bought that fight after Pacquiao. At least it's fucking no way. There's no way.
Oh, okay. So an 8-ounce glove is actually technically a youth glove.
No, because they use it for less than 155. The weight class below 155.
No, okay. Well,
or 154. Sorry, 155 or whatever the fuck the weight class is in boxing.
Okay, so the pro fighting gloves is coming out. So yeah, 146 is an 8-ounce.
Like for the weight class they're fighting at, it's supposed to be 10. Like that's just how it works. It is supposed to be 10, but if both fighters agree to it, then usually the athletic commission might look into it. But per the rules, it's supposed to be 10 for 154 or whatever the fuck the weight class is. All right. UFC 216 in Las Vegas, October 17th.
No, it's supposed to be a 14-ounce glove is what it's supposed to be.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Pretty sure.
What was the fight at? Sorry?
154.
54. No, it's supposed to be a 16-ounce glove then.
No, that doesn't make sense. That's way too big. That's way too big for that weight class. That doesn't make sense. That's bigger than the fucking fighters.
Huh?
I'm just saying, like, that's bigger than the fighters' heads, man. That's fucking huge.
At 50, if 150 to 185 is supposed to be a 16-ounce glove.
That seems wrong to me. I was just reading that they use the 8 ounces for like 147 or something. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? Boxing. It's boxing rules. Who cares? But UFC 216 in Vegas, they added 7 fights. Walt Harris versus Mark Godbeer. I'm a fan of Mark Godbeer, and Walt Harris is pretty good too, so that one could be pretty good. Matt Schnell versus Marcos Beltran. John Moraga versus Magomed Bibulatov. Magomed Bibulatov. His last fight was fucking great in the UFC, so it could be pretty good. And John Moraga's Canadian, right? I'm not imagining that.
No, I know.
Lando Venata landed a head kick on him, right? I'm not imagining all this stuff, right? Okay, I guess it might not have been him. It was another Canadian. Okay, let me just look up if this guy's Canadian. Nope, he's American. Who am I thinking of? That's fucking Canadian. This guy's Mexican American. John Moraga. I can picture. I know exactly what he looks like. It's just for some reason I was thinking he was Canadian. All right, yeah. Anyways, that fight should be all right. Talis Ladies versus Brad Tavares. That fight's pretty good too. Will Brooks versus Nick Lentz. Will Brooks bounce back from his 2 losses in the UFC after joining them? He was Bellator featherweight champ. What the fuck weight class is he? He was a Bellator champ before he came to the UFC. Pretty underwhelming. He fought the 2 Oliveras. Didn't do so good in both of them. Catch weight because Oliveira missed weight in that first fight. Alex. Anyways, Benil Dariush versus Evan Dunham. That fight should be pretty fucking good too. And then Lando Venata versus Abel Trujillo should be pretty good too. So UFC 216 is kind of shaping up. October in Vegas. That's right after the Edmonton one. Edmonton is like I want to say it's like at the end of September. It's like September 23rd. Let's see. I'm just going to look at the calendar and guess the date. Oh, it might be 16th. It might be it's 16th or 23rd. It's one of those two.
Is 15 is the 9th of September.
Holy shit, it's that early?
Yeah.
I thought for sure it was later than that. I guess there's no pay-per-views in August. So they do want to put it on pretty early, I suppose. Because even in August, there's not too many fight cards. There's one.
Like they have the.
There's one this weekend.
Contender series thing going on. It's
I
really
suppose so.
The majority of what's going on in August.
Yeah, so I guess we could talk about the one going on this weekend, which is headlined by Sergio Pettis versus Brandon Moreno. that's happening in Mexico City. The card's all right. Sam Alvey versus Rashad Evans is on there. Hopefully Sam Alvey destroys Rashad Evans, and then we never see him again.
Will.
That'd be pretty nice. Nice. And then Sam Alvey can do his weird fake WWE speech after.
This is gonna be in fucking Mexico City, man. So these guys better have a good fucking pair of lungs on them.
Do you need that against Rashad Evans is the thing?
No, I just mean everyone in general.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
yes.
I just think this is going to be a very weird card because I don't think a lot of
Well, Mexico City's weird, right? Because it is elevated, but there's also a lot of pollution. So you're dealing with two shitty things.
And a lot of these fights, there is a Mexican in the fight, obviously, but I don't know how many of them are actually from Mexico City.
Randa Marcos is fighting Alexa Grasso. Oh, she's Mexican. Oh, man. Yep. Watch out. Because Ronda Marcos
an unranked
might win
fighter,
that fight.
So I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah. I feel like Ronda's going to win that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This fight card might end up being super amazing, but there's looking at it, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be... there could be a lot of finishes because one person could be set up for the elevation and the other person's not, so there's going to be a pretty interesting dynamic to this.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at I like Ronnie Yaya. He's pretty good. He's Brazilian and he is fighting a
Nico Price, I believe, came in to knock some motherfucker out.
So Ronnie Yaya is fighting
submission.
A Mexican, so
and then he has a no contest overturned. I don't remember that fight.
Well, I guess Alan Jaban versus Nico Price is a pretty good fight too. I mean, on paper, it's okay. Yeah, it's not a bad card. It's just
for a TV card, yeah.
It's not a barn burner, that's for sure. There's been better TV cards though. If this was in the U.S., I don't know if this would be a card. Unless it was in New York and it was just a bunch of shitty New Yorkers.
That's possible.
And then the next card after that is in September. So we got some break here. And it's in fucking the Netherlands too. Alexander Volka versus Stefan Struve. Man, that's a long time from now. It's a full month, basically. And then we go to Edmonton for Johnson versus Borg.
Yeah.
A super main event right there. Just put Amanda Nunes and fucking Shevchenko as the main event. Jesus.
The issue is that everyone just knows what the fuck's going to happen there.
I suppose so. Ultimately, yes. But Ray Borg could do some shit. But is he going to win? Probably not. Probably not. I would rather see Amanda Nunes and Shevchenko as the main event. Because shit's going to go down that fight. For sure. There's no way. Even if somebody wins in 50 seconds, you're still going to be like, fuck yeah. But that's probably not going to happen. But it is probably going to be 5 rounds of just fucking them going at it. Which is better than Demetrius Johnson for 5 rounds. Johnson has been finishing lately, so he could fucking just do a choke or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And win. I'm still not that interested.
Well, it's that. I think the issue with marketing is that it's just like even with Silva at the end, a lot of his fights were not very well marketed because it's just everyone thought he was going to win. So it's a little.
Who, Anderson Silva?
Weird. Yeah.
I guess, but I still view Anderson Silva as a way better sell. Okay, maybe not against Maya, but I don't know. I still think Silva is way better. I hated Silva for different reasons. It wasn't because he didn't sell. I actually like Johnson. I don't hate Johnson, but he's just not super amazing.
No, that he is super amazing, and the people he's fighting are not, is the problem.
Well,
the thing, his issue is that he doesn't shit talk. He doesn't try to create buzz. He just goes there and fights.
Yeah,
it's like he's walking into Costco to do his 8 hours and then come home. Like,
and you know what's weird? Ronda Rousey kind of did that too, but she didn't in such a degree that you were just like, whoa, like this girl is just like full blown going crazy.
But she was doing the promotions and shit. She was going on Ellen and talking.
Yeah, she was. She was, but she wasn't talking about the fight. She was talking about other shit.
No, at first she was talking about the fight.
She didn't really talk that much about the fights. Everywhere she went, she kind of ignored a lot because that was the rematch.
Because the big thing,
not the rematch, sorry, but everybody knew she was going to lose. Everybody.
No, yeah, you're just talking about the one against Nunes or whatever.
Yeah, the one against Nunes.
I'm talking about in general, like how she got to that point is that she was a good-looking female that was very good at
one thing,
judo, which then translated into as soon as she grabbed hold of them, like she had the Maya complex. If she got a hold of you, you were fucked. It's just people were stupid and either stupid or wrestlers if she was able to get a hold of you because you're a wrestler who's trying to wrestle with her, she's going to own you. If you're a fucking kickboxer and don't let her touch you, she apparently can't spar worth a shit.
No, she gets hit and then she's like, oh god, maybe you're going to try to just hug you for a little bit. Oh god, I can't do anything now.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Edwin never sparred with her. She just hit mitts. Mm-hmm. I don't think she ever did any actual sparring in like 80% of her camps.
No, so the fucked up thing about the end of her career is just like, we're gonna make her a boxer. She's gonna be super awesome on the stand up. It's just like, yeah, you can do that, but then stop training everything else.
No, but you watch her hitting mitts. She looks really good. No, hitting mitts is not sparring.
No, but she does look good. But the thing is, she stopped doing everything else. She's just like, oh, we're already good at judo. Let's fuck that. We're gonna try to make her a boxer.
No, well, the thing is, they were hitting mitts. Is the thing is Edwin had going doing combinations on mitts.
Yeah.
Or on like that's not a good way to actually get good at boxing or at fighting. You need to spar. You need to put in like hundreds, if not thousands, of hours with another individual trying to knock your head off. Because again, in that fight against Nunes, is move your head, 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 move your head.
No.
You didn't move her head. Well, you didn't teach her how to move her head in an actual combat situation. So just yelling at her, move your head, doesn't actually work. Just telling you that now.
So Frank Mir was in the news this week for something we already knew. He said that he's talking with Bellator and Chechny's Absolute Championship Berkut, which is at ACB, which is where he did his commentary.
Okay.
When he was doing his commentary thing. And he wants to fight Fedor, which we knew all that. We knew it, Frank. Of course. Of course they're going to get a UFC release and go to Bellator or somewhere close to Russia. We knew this.
I was actually kind of expecting Ryzen.
No, well, the thing about Ryzen is that they would have to do a deal with Bellator to get Fedor there. It would just be easier to deal directly with Bellator.
If Mir's just looking to do the Fedor fight, then
for sure. Like, for sure. 100% that's the fight he wants. And everybody knew that. Hey, Frank, everybody knew that.
I guess that's the only real fight. Because who's in Ryzen that's an actual heavyweight that's actually...
I don't fucking know anybody in Ryzen. What's the big black dude that was an NFL player? He doesn't fight anymore. Never mind. Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
Darkness guy that Rampage was going on about, or is this someone else?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are right. Well, Rampage would definitely know who he is. I'm just going to look up NFL player Pride FC. I'm sure it's going to bring it up. Oh, no. Oh, Bob Sapp.
Okay, I don't think that's the same guy.
Okay. No, Bob Sapp was just like a huge black dude that just... Oh, his nickname is The Beast. Who's the Darkness? Who's the Darkness of MMA? What? The Darkness It's a cool nickname.
No, that wasn't his nickname. That's just something Rampage called him because he was so damn dark.
Sure, but then I have no idea. But there is a few MMA fighters that has the darkness as their nickname. Anyways, Marcus Jones. Oh, that's an NFL player.
Actually, I don't.
He's fought
Matt Mitrione. The cast of.
He's fought Matt Mitrione. That's right. Yeah, dude. No, yes, that is the darkness.
Who is?
Is it Marcus Jones?
Yeah. Okay, Marcus Jones sounds about right.
Yeah. He was the NFL player that was in Tough that season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not fighting anymore.
No. Oh, he got his ass kicked
by Mitrione. Yeah. No, I kind of was rooting for him. I like him.
Well, he was a pretty good wrestler, but he had no stand up and he didn't like punching people in the face.
Well, yeah, that's not a good way to go.
No.
All right, so this weekend there's a lot of MMA going on. If you actually care about all the indie stuff, there is a Legacy Fighting Alliance going on. It's number 18. Aguilar versus Raider is the main event. That's August 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's on Fight Network if you're in Canada, and on Access TV in the U.S. One Championship, they actually have an event this weekend that's not getting canceled. That's good. It's called Kings and Conquerors Live. That's on Saturday morning, August 5th at 8:30 Eastern Time. So if you're on Pacific, it's pretty early. M1 in Russia. I guess I don't think it's in actual Russia. Somewhere in Europe, but it is a Russian organization. M1 Selection 14, which is like the prelims, but they stuff it like with rookies, so that's why it's called Selection. And it's August 5th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That's also on. This is all on Fight Network in Canada. M1 and then M1 Challenge 82 is live after that at 2 p.m. Have you ever watched Russian MMA?
Nope.
It is fucking weird.
In what sense?
Well, because they have a stage and they do like traditional Russian dance and stuff before the event, and like
wow,
it's different. That's for sure. The fights are all right. They're Russian fights. That's for sure. And then August 5th. There's a UFC Pettis versus Marino. We talked about it. That starts at 7 p.m. Eastern with the Fight Pass prelims. And then I think the main card's at 10 on Fox Sports 1 is what I would have to guess that it's on. In Canada, though, TSN 5 or whatever TSN number it's on. You'll figure it out.
Mm.
Nothing super spectacular this weekend, but holy shit, there's a lot of stuff. I'm excited to watch the Legacy Fighting Alliance on Friday. Probably more than the UFC, to be honest. I like watching, what's his name? Pat Miletich is the color commentator of the Access TV stuff. And Pat Miletich he's pretty cool. I like his commentary very much. If he doesn't know what he's talking about, he makes it seem like he knows what he's talking about, which is all that matters at the end of the day.
Miletich is pretty old school.
Oh, yeah, no, he's been around for a long time, so I'm sure he knows a little bit. He's got to own actual gyms, so...
Yeah. Oh, well, like he trained Lawler and Hughes and...
Yeah, so I'm sure.
So I know
he knows.
He has one.
I'm sure he knows how to do that job. He is 51 now.
Yeah,
that's all right. He looks pretty good for 51.
It's like his camp was like Miletich Fighting Systems or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I think you're right. The Croatian sensation. He's a good immigrant. That Pat Miletich. He's got that good immigrant blood. I wish I could sound like Joey Diaz, but I can't.
Miletich Fighting Systems.
I guess he changed it to Miletich Martial Arts now, though. He founded Miletich Fighting Systems, but it's not that anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's two different things. Maybe one is like a program and one is his actual team.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Militich Training Center is what the actual. No, that can't be right.
But Militich has been commentating for a very long ass time. He was on Strike Force, so he's used to it. He's really good at it, I find. And Rob Crook, I think is what the play-by-play guy's name is. He's actually pretty good too. Access TV has always had really good commentating on their events, so their production is always top notch. The one thing though, they should add that new clock that the UFC has, where it's like this guy has this color and this guy has this color, so you know who the fuck is who, because they still don't. Anyways, so that's going on this weekend, and the two events I would suggest that you watch for sure is Legacy and One. Like, if you're gonna skip out on the UFC ever, maybe skip out this weekend. Dude, there's been so much UFC lately that like you might as well skip one time. Jones and Cormier just happened. Like you just blew a load in your pants so big. Like, did you clean your pants since then? I don't know. You might just not want to watch UFC again. Pants. Exactly.
If you did a black light here, oh my god, you'd throw up.
So the Jones and Cormier jizz is still all over there. So maybe
it's all over there and all over there.
Maybe you don't want to jizz over the UFC.
There's some even on the ceiling.
Yeah, for a weekend, maybe you just want to take a break because there's been a lot of UFC. But yeah, if you watch this weekend, you're going to be forced into a break anyways, which is nice. It's honestly, this year's been weird for the UFC because they have been doing large breaks. Like, this is the first time this year where it's just like, holy shit, there's a UFC every week. It has not been like that before that. And I'm actually kind of glad. It's going to make that Edmonton event seem cool by the time it happens. It's going to be like, holy shit, I haven't watched MMA in forever. Now I get to watch Ray Borg and that other dude. I'm just kidding. I know his name. I'm just making fun of you. Because, you're the nothing champion of the UFC. That's what you are, Johnson. You suck. All right, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the UFC this week. Man, UFC 214 was amazing. I don't know where they go from here. What's left for the rest of the year? Nothing.
Well, the December card obviously is going to be
They could maybe try to fit Connor on there. I could see that maybe happening.
If he wants to, he's going to make so much fucking money off this one fight. He's never going to have to do anything ever again if he doesn't want to.
I feel like the UFC can afford to pay him a little bit more, and maybe it's not getting whatever he's making on this fight, but come on, who can give up $10 million? It's like, hey, just come fight for $10 million. He loves MMA.
He's getting 75 plus pay-per-view buys.
Oh, so. I know. He's going to make an assload of money, but I still think that Conor McGregor likes fighting. The only thing I could see that changing is his kid. Maybe he had his kid and he's just like, okay, I have the money now. Yeah, I'm good. That's the only thing that I could see maybe changing his views. But he's always been that dude. I'm just going to do the best thing ever. And it's never been about money. That's the thing.
It's always about the money.
Yes. Yeah, but he's not like Floyd. No. He is chasing the biggest dollar he can. Yes. But I still think that he will fight in the UFC. I still think for sure. Just against who, I fucking don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the interim champ right now? It's
There isn't one.
Oh, who all the way?
It was supposed to be.
That's higher.
Sorry.
I said Holloway, but that's higher.
No, that's lower.
Oh, lower.
That's at 45. That's where he was.
That's right.
It was supposed to be Khabib and Ferguson, but then Khabib didn't make weight, and then nothing's ever been said regarding anything since then. So
there's a lot of divisions in the UFC right now that are weird.
Yeah.
Like even with John Jones in light heavyweight, like he has a few challengers, but who? Like what? Where does that leave that division right now? It's a weird spot.
Yeah. That's why I think going up to heavyweight, him and Stipe actually I think should be a pretty interesting fight.
No, because John Jones I think he would lose.
I don't know. Like I don't think he could do it tomorrow or whatever, but he would have to build up some more muscle to be able to try to
Oh, I'm not saying it's impossible for Jones, but out of everybody that he can fight in the heavyweights right now, I think that would be pretty hard for him.
Yeah, no, it would be. I'm not like Stipe is wrecking bitches at heavyweight, so
I would definitely love to see that Brock Lesnar fight. Like, that's for sure.
Dude, that's just garbage. Like,
who cares? Who cares? Let him fight Brock Lesnar first, and then maybe he can fight the champion of the heavyweight division. I would much rather see Brock Lesnar and Jon Jones, because who else do you put Brock Lesnar against if he does come back?
I don't want him to come back.
But he's going to come back is the thing.
Why? It's stupid. He sucked when he was here in his prime, and then he got sick.
I don't love Brock Lesnar in the UFC either, but it's going to happen. People like him.
He's just a wrestler, and you're going like... what I would like to see is Brock Lesnar versus Stipe, and just have Stipe just knock him the fuck out.
Dude, that'd be amazing. I'm not going to argue that.
But the thing is, Brock's going to get paid $8 million for that, and that's just a load of ass.
Yeah, and then Stipe is going to go, meh, I get that much. Meh. But it's Brock Lesnar, man. People gotta fucking understand. It's fucking Brock Lesnar. He's doing $1 bazillion in the WWE right now for doing nothing. So, of course, he's gonna make a lot of money in the UFC because he makes a lot of money by just drawing. I don't know how he does it, but he does it because Brock Lesnar's a big crybaby at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
That takes a lot of roids.
He did take a lot of roids.
I'm pretty sure he's juicing.
Oh, well, right now, yes, right now maybe, yeah, because he's at WWE. But when he was in the UFC and all, he was doing the drug testing. I don't think he was. At first he was. What didn't USADA come in at one point?
Nope, he was gone before USADA.
Oh, okay. Well then what can I say? He's definitely smaller since he left the UFC.
Testing and stuff. But USADA wasn't doing their full thing.
He's way smaller than he was.
Yes.
Since he left.
But again, he was way smaller after he got that.
Diverticulitis or whatever.
Yeah, viticulitis or whatever.
Diverticulitis or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Some crazy
stomach
fucked up thing. It was in his intestine or something. He had to get like 2 feet of his.
Oh man, that's even worse.
He had to get part of his intestine cut out.
You got a lot of that. I guess stomach might be worse than intestine. If you get to it early enough, you can cut off some of that intestine.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty bad no matter what the fuck.
I'm trying to remember what kind of cancer my grandpa got. It's around there. Why am I blanking on the name? Something that dudes get. Why am I blanking on the name? But yeah.
Prostate?
Prostate, yes. Yeah.
It's prostate's slightly different.
It is different, of course. But
because you could have colon cancer. Then you're cutting out a chunk of your colon.
Oh, was it? No, I'm trying to think. Was it colon
prostate
or prostate?
Is a very different thing. Like prostate is actually how you
get
erections.
No. It was colon. It was totally colon that my grandpa had. So I could get 2 checked at once. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that'll do it. That's MMA for this week.
Sure.
We'll be back next week to talk about that event from Mexico City. If it happens,
see how horribly they get gassed and die.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. The fights might not even happen. They might weigh in and just die right there on the scale.
Too much acid rain and shit going on in Mexico City.
Mexico City, like the actual city, I bet is okay, but man, that pollution is weird. Because you can see
that's where the pollution is, though, is in Mexico City.
Yeah,
Mexico City is like the largest city in North America, I think, or in the Americas.
Well, if it's the Americas, then but for sure North America. Like that's 100% true. I don't know too much about South America.
Yeah,
I know that's where Brazil is.
Yeah,
and that's about
it. Rio probably is pretty big, but
yes, but geographically, I think it's smaller in terms of space. So, and I think Mexico City definitely has more people, and I think it might be bigger too in terms of just how much space it takes up. Because Rio is in it's like a fucking hill. It's on a hill.
Yeah.
It's kind of like California, but not as bad. California, it's a fucking whole state. I meant that town on the shore.
The urban population of Mexico City is 20.4 million.
20.4?
Yeah.
Could be worse.
That's almost the population of Canada. Fuck.
I know, Toronto's it's not even 3 million, so.
Well, the GTA, I think, is up to 8 or something.
Oh, yeah, well, GTA. But Toronto itself.
Yeah.
GTA is huge. But that's the thing, GTA is actually huge. There's a lot of area.
Yes. Now, they're calling that, the actual city population is just under 9 million.
Okay, all right. That's still a lot, though. For just one city? For just one district?
Mm-hmm.
That's, man. LA is going to be that way in the future. And then there's going to be a ring in the sky where all the rich people live. And they cure all the cancer and stuff up there. And then Matt Damon's going to go, roar! I don't like this. And he's going to go up there and blow it up. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good future.
I'm kind of confused.
Overpopulate the earth.
It is the state of Mexico.